What's going on, everybody? I am back with another Underdog MLB player props video. This one going to be breaking it down, giving you guys 5 picks to win some money over here on Underdog. As always, if you haven't checked out Underdog, would highly recommend you check them out. It is a player props website and app where you can win money off picking the over and under on things like players, pitch count, strikeouts, pitching outs, fantasy points, hits, etc. Go ahead and use that promo code KJK DFS to receive an instant match on your first deposit up to $100 today. Again, that is code KJK DFS. Go to lock that in, get that free money offer. Start winning some money over here on Underdog with these picks today, guys. And if you are getting very serious, I do offer premium content packages with all my core plays, my tools, the Discord chat to help you out. Underdog, Prize Picks, DraftKings, FanDuel. So check that out if you're interested. And if you enjoy the content, would be greatly appreciated if you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any featured content that I upload. So let's talk about it. We're going to go game by game. We got 5 picks for you. And the first game I'm going to talk about is going to be the Texas Rangers taking on the Washington Nationals in Texas tonight. Great hitting environment. Looking at the diagram as far as how Texas plays. A lot of green going on in Texas. I can promise you that much from a hitting environment. Globe Life Field. Fantastic field to be targeting for hitting. Green, green, green. Yellow, yellow, yellow. But regardless, really does play friendly, and I want to be targeting specifically a hitter in the 3 spot tonight for the Texas Rangers in Adolis Garcia because he gets to take on Puello Espino, and you look at Puello Espino's numbers across the board. He really struggles against right-handed hitting. He has some splits issues against those righties with a 442 slugging, giving up a 33% hard contact rate, 304 WOBA, 50% fly ball rate, only a 31.6% ground ball rate. And could be a problem for him tonight because he has to take on the likes of Adolis Garcia, who on the season against right-handed pitching features a 230 ISO with a 330 WOBA. Really, really good numbers. So pick number 1, we're going to be leading things off here with Mr. Adolis Garcia in this Texas game. I like the over 1.5 total bases over here on Underdog. Like I said, everything kind of lining up here. Adolis Garcia, a guy that does struggle more so. I'm sorry, a guy that does hit right-handed pitching very well. And he's facing a guy that does struggle more so against right-handed hitting. So, really going to like Mr. Adolis Garcia in this spot. Take the over 1.5 total bases for him. Pick number 1. Pick number 2. We're going to be going to the Colorado Rockies, taking on the Minnesota Twins. And we're going to be targeting another pitcher that has some issues against right-handed hitting. Another reverse splits pitcher, and that's going to be Dylan Bundy. When you're looking at Dylan Bundy's numbers across the board as far as how he fares against right-handed hitting, he's even worse. He gets a 506 slugging, a 34.4% hard contact rate with a 350 WOBA. He has a 43% fly ball rate, only a 22.5% K rate against those righties, and he also has to take on another guy that matches right-handed pitching in CJ Cron. Looking at his numbers on the CJ Cron features a 240 ISO with a 380 WOBA. Also, very, very good numbers. Also hits in the 4 spot here, high up in the lineup for the Rockies. They are on the road, so they're going to guarantee top of the 9th inning at bats as well. And I think Dylan Bundy's in a bad spot here, taking on a slugger in CJ Cron that mashes from the right-hand side of the plate. So, pick number 2, we're going to be rocking with the Mr. Colorado in CJ Cron. I like the over 1.5 total bases for him. Same story, reverse splits pitcher that really struggles against right-handed hitting. He mashes right-handed pitching. Recipe for success here for CJ Cron. So pick number 2. We're going to be rocking with the over 1.5 total bases for CJ Cron. Pick number 3. We're going to be heading on down to the St. Louis Cardinals taking on the Chicago Cubbies. Kyle Hendricks, another pitcher on the bump I'm going to be targeting tonight in St. Louis. Looking at his numbers across the board, he really just doesn't strike anyone out. The ball's put in play a ton, and when it is, it's hit hard. He really struggles against both sides of the plate. He's worse against lefties. Unfortunately, the Cardinals have a very right-handed heavy lineup, but against righties, he still only has a 16.5% K rate overall, a 430 slugging, giving up with a 311 WOBA, and he has to take on a very talented right-handed hitter tonight in Nolan Arenado. Nolan Arenado, once again, I'm sorry, not Nolan, wrong name, guys, Paul Goldschmidt. Paul Goldschmidt, let me correct myself real quick there. I'm going with Paul Goldschmidt. 250 ISO with a 400 WOBA. Really, really good numbers against right-handed pitching on the season. And I don't know why I said Nolan. Probably because I've been picking him quite a bit. But today we're rocking with Paul Goldschmidt. Over 250 ISO. He has a 400 WOBA. Once again, Hendricks doesn't strike anyone out. The ball should be put in play. The Cardinals have a 5.02 implied run total. Goldschmidt hits in 3 spot of this lineup. and I like his odds to have some success with some base knocks tonight. So we're going to be rocking with the over 1.5 total bases for Paul Goldschmidt as pick number 3. Once again, Hendricks doesn't strike anyone out. Goldschmidt has really good numbers against righties. Hits right in the heart of this order. What more could you ask for? So Paul Goldschmidt, I like the over 1.5 total bases for him as pick number 3 on the video today. Pick number 4, we're going to be rocking on down to the Seattle Mariners taking on the LA Angels, and I got one hitter from each team in this one to complete our 5 picks today. We'll kick things off on the away side with the Seattle Mariners. They get to take on Michael Lorenzen tonight, who, when you're looking at his numbers, has some very obvious split issues. He's very good against right-handed hitting, but he's not so good against left-handed hitting. You can see across the board against righties, elite stuff. Good ground ball, fly ball stuff, good hard contact, good slugging, but against lefties, he only strikes out lefties at a 13.3% clip. He gets up a 437 slugging, a 347 WOBA. And that's going to be an issue for him tonight because he has to take on a very quality left-handed bat in Taylor Trammell in the 5 spot for the Seattle Mariners, who absolutely matches. His biggest problem is he has a very high strikeout rate. But luckily for him, Lorenzen doesn't strike any lefties out. He wins a 13.3% K rate overall. When you're looking at Taylor Trammell's numbers against right-handed pitching, he does feature a 300 ISO with a 380 WOBA. So this guy absolutely mashes. He just strikes out a lot, but he has a ton of power in his bat. Top prospect that's come up, mashes in the 5 spot here on the road. Really, really good situation to be in this matchup. And so for pick number 4, I am going to be taking the over on Mr. Taylor Trammell's hits, over 0.5 hits. Kind of explained it all. I mean, he's a guy that strikes out a ton, even though he mashes. Lorenzen only has a 13.3% K rate against left-handed hitting. This is a dream matchup for him. Would not be surprised to maybe even see him take Lorenzen deep tonight. We don't even need that, though. We just need a ball in the gap. We need a little bloop single. Anything will work. I like the over 0.5 hits for Taylor Trammell here as pick number 4. And pick number 5, heading on over to the other side. We're going to be targeting Mr. Mike Trout because he gets to take on Chris Flexen tonight. Chris Flexen, another guy that had some serious reverse splits issues. He's a right-handed pitcher that really struggles against right-handed hitting. Looking at his numbers across the board, he only has a 16.4% K rate against those righties. He gives up a 452 slugging with a 35% hard contact rate, a 343 WOBA, 39% fly ball rate, 38.8% ground ball rate. Only walks those righties at a 6.4% clip as well, so the ball should be put in play here. And it's Mike Trout, man. Guy matches, obviously. Sure, if you watch baseball, you're not clueless to baseball, and you're not new to it, you know who Mike Trout is. 370 ISO with a 400 WOBA off right-handed pitching. This is a fantastic spot for Mr. Mike Trout taking on Chris Flexen. His team has a 5.27 implied run total. And pick number 5 is going to be the over 1.5 total bases for Mr. Mike Trout to round things out. Once again, right-handed splits issues, doesn't strike out righties. It's Mike Trout. Good luck, Chris Flexen. That is going to be my 5 picks to get you winning some money over here on Underdog today, guys. You can mix and match these if you want to mitigate your risk. You can go for the big 5 one. Obviously, the more picks that you have, the higher the risk, but the higher the payout. But if you mix and match these, and let's say we go like 4 and 1, you should still be very, very profitable. So that is the goal. Give you guys as much winners as possible. Give you as much profitability as possible. I give you 5 picks so that if you want to go for the big one, you can. But if you want to mix and match, you can as well. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. If you haven't checked out the premium content packages, check those out. Link below in the description. And if you haven't signed up for Underdog, sign up today. I don't know what you're waiting for. A lot of fun over here. They got a bunch of stuff. They got the pick 'em. They even have a lot of other stuff going on with drafts. So really enjoying the platform. But highly recommend you check them out. Use that promo code KJK DFS to receive an instant match on your first deposit up to $100. Wishing you guys the best of luck on your props picks today, and we will see you in the next one.